Hello and welcome to a recording of a remote control service looking currently at welcome2gov.uk on two separate computers, and they're both actually going to interlink on these computers using software called TeamViewer. Depending on which video you're looking at, both will appear to have the word TeamViewer in the software. And what's actually going to happen is we're going to connect these two computers and we're going to entertain or begin a exercise in training. And the idea behind the training could be to show you how we can actually really deal with issues and challenges that may occur either end. Now, the first challenge is quite often that you've got software that may require updating. Now, one or the other partner may come across this particular issue in the process of doing this. This particular occasion, the master is actually going to update before we actually start. And it's actually updating in the process. So it's only visible on one computer of two videos that you may be able to see. But the plan is going to be we're actually going to see the two computers connect using the same software at the same time, and they're going to be able to connect with the master computer, which is currently updating on the screen, showing the remote computer aspects of the gov.uk website. Now, if for example the update had occurred on the other side, on the remote, it would be an interesting challenge in the same perspective as the master is at the moment. But what we're going to be looking at is some aspects of benefits. One of the great challenges often is that the benefits person, benefits claimant, isn't going to know exactly where they're going to be looking at. And the benefit may be here, so the client may decide that they want to look at the eligibility of a benefit. They may need to get an understanding of some form of benefit. The pages can be entirely separate, often is the case, and there are two advantages to that, because on our master system we connect and we see straight away that John is trying to connect directly on, and the master is John. As we can see on the right hand side, John is currently moving the mouse around, but John actually needs on his master connection to have the option of chatting. The master at this stage actually has the option of saying the words hi, which becomes available on the remote, as we can see. So the client says, I'm now using the remote system. I'd like to know about entitlement. Now you can see that on one computer system, depending on which video you're watching, you'll only see the one chat box. In other words, the remote computer has one chat box, but the actual support mechanism has the two. John is the support, and you can see John has a message coming up in the same way on the same TeamViewer. So at this stage, the master system is able to slide, the support system or master, depending on which way you look at it, is able to slide over and click on the button. And good grief, yes, here are two of the key issues to do with benefits today. He can show this section or this section and show the links. The client can take over, the remote computer can take over and also move for the to whichever decision he wants to go to, and he can click and he can move over to it and ask about the form. So at this stage, again, I'm on the remote and I'm clicking on the remote system, appeal, and I can type in there and I get the message appearing there on the system. So the master or the support, yes, it's here, and he's now taking the remote over to the decisions page here. So he's moved over. The remote actually has two screens, one here and the customer screen. And if you wish to, he can minimize the screens to actually provide the information separately, test it all out. Now, the remote can't actually see that, and that actually helps us in providing support. So he can go to here and he can click, and you can see the movement. If you're looking at our remote video, you can see the movement there. And the remote decides to click on there, and he's able to take over the information. And he's actually able to constantly talk if he wants to via chat through the microphone. Now there's a microphone on both